Happy Fossil Friday! This is Argentavis. This absolute unit of a bird is the largest flying bird of all time, coming in at about 155 pounds and had a wingspan upwards of 21 feet. That is nuts. Oh, and when this thing was like standing on the ground, it was like 5 feet tall. So it was like up to here on me. That's crazy. It lived about 7 to 8 million years ago and unsurprisingly is from Argentina. Hence the name Argentavis or Argentina bird. Now, the first specimen of Argentavis was a partial skeleton. That's all the white bones here. That was found in the 1970s. It was named in 1980 and given the full name Argentavis magnificens for how magnificent it is. But Argentavis is a member of Pterotornithidae, and there are some that are incredibly well known from entire skeletons. So we actually have a pretty good idea of how the whole thing would have looked like and how to scale that up to the size that we're finding from these bones. There's an awesome flight study that showed how this animal would have actually flown and showed that it would have been actually totally manageable. It would have been very similar to its relative, the modern Andean condor, where it's catching these thermals and riding around, which is what a lot of New World vultures do today. And by the way, if you don't know how impressive Andean condors are, just look at that. That's insane. They also showed that it would really just take a little bit of an incline, that it could kind of come down off of that in order to catch enough lift to get its body up in the air. And given that the environment would have been very hilly, if not mountainous, this would have not been a hard thing to find. That's even better because there is an actual brain case in this skull here, and they're able to figure out some cool stuff from it. And they found from the proportions of the brain for it to be really similar to the Andean condor, which relies a lot more on sight than smell, like the turkey vulture. So it tends to go over a big area looking for things to scavenge from great distances. And that massive size likely helped to push out anything that might try and stop it from eating a carcass, even one that might have been killed by a different animal. And thanks to Extinct Bird and Bird Fan for the idea here.